What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back, guys. I am excited to finally get my Batman 89 2.0 from Hot Toys here in the collection room, and I cannot wait to open it and give you guys my thoughts on it. This has been a divisive figure for me. You guys have seen a lot of my videos on my take and my thoughts. Well, now I have it in hand. Will my previous thoughts hold up? Or will I feel differently? Stick around. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and let's get into it.
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Ben Thomas.
Go time! Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Okay, so let's start by first saying this box is freaking huge. I love that the emblem on the front is a little bit raised though, so you get that like steel effect on the box, which is a really cool feeling. Now, it's tightly on here. I'm not gonna lie, I needed both hands to get the slip cover off of it, just to show what the clamshell is gonna look like underneath. There's some Batman logoing on the side, showing that this is the deluxe version of the Batman 89 2.0. It shows some of his accessories on the back, kind of in a silvery black and white. Not that big of a standout, to be honest. Other than the front, the biggest standout here is just the true size of this box. You can see the clamshell that the figure comes in versus the remainder that actually holds the base. Now, when I've got him under the light though, already looks pretty friggin' awesome. Now, one of my biggest concerns, and the reason I wanted to make this video, was of course the likeness and the texture on the outfit. Unlike some of the other unboxings that you'll see, I'm not going to show you every single accessory and how it attaches to the belt and all of those things. Read the instructions. What I'm here for is to talk about this likeness. Now, does this scream Michael Keaton to me as soon as the plastic comes off the head? Yeah, actually, it kind of does. More than I expected, at least off the bat. Now, the suit's got this bit of a soft touch material texture, but it's actually not as rubbery as I was expecting. But am I happy with the pitting and the dimpling that you're seeing here up close? Not really. It's not super accurate to the film, and I re-watched it recently, hoping that I'd see it in there more. Now, in the film, it is a bit of a rougher texture on the suit as well, but it doesn't have the pockmarking that you're seeing here, which is a little bit wild. The cape is a nice material, I will give it that, but I have already gone ahead and ordered the Jackson Ju custom cape for this figure, the draped version, so I am excited to swap that out down the line, but this does still seem like an improvement over the DX09. Now, this was one really big pain in the butt for me, getting this little piece of material out from under the belt. To the figure's credit, the belt is actually tight to the figure, so it's not going to slip around like you see on other, Hot Toys, but at the same time, I had a really hard time getting this protective material out of there, and as you can see, ended up kind of pulling it out in pieces. But once it's out and you can see all of the abdomen of the suit itself, it also looks really, really good. And I can already tell that at a distance, not under the harsh lighting that I've got it under right now, I do think some of that pitting is going to go away. Now, when I take a look at some of the accessories really quickly, it's cool that it comes with Vicky Vale's heel, but I'll be honest, the paint application on this is kind of rough, especially in the corner there. You can kind of see it. It's not very well lined up in terms of the gray on the bottom of the foot, so it feels a little bit lackluster. This little accessory is, though, very well painted. I really like the detailing on it. Up close, it looks like an electronic device. And to Hot Toys' credit, they did a fantastic job. But I also absolutely love this grappling hook accessory. It's one of the cool scenes in the film at the beginning when he gets away from, Jack Napier and all of his goons. And it's cool because this piece does actually move, so you can articulate it in ways for your display. It does fit around Batman's arm. It does have a bit of a cheaper plastic feel on that brace though, so be careful. If you stretch around his arm too aggressively, there's a good chance you're going to break it. He's got his little remote control here, so if you got the Hot Toys Batmobile on the way, or the Jazz Inc. version, you can have him standing there looking like he's calling the car in. That is really cool. I love that. I also really, really love this grappling hook accessory here with the Bat logo on it. I think that also is fantastic. So bravo Hot Toys for these accessories. His little ninja stars here, These feel like something I'm definitely going to lose, so they're going to stay in the box for me. But again, cool inclusion there, of course, as well. And then his hands are actually very well done as well. You can see that there looks like there's leather material on the fingers and almost soft touch material in the palm, as well as that studded look, which honestly is perfect for the film. I think it's great. These look like chopsticks to me, but of course these are the pieces that go into the cape that will give him that ability to spread his cape open. I am not going to mess with that in this video, guys. If you want to see another video for it specifically, just let me know in the comments. These here, of course, are his little smoke darts as well. Once again, these are such a small accessory, they will likely stay in the box. This is one though that I will likely put on the figure. I love this grappling accessory. It's very iconic to me with regards to the Keaton Batman. This piece does not come out though, so don't break it trying to articulate this at all. It is a static piece, but it's well painted. I like the gold application on the hook and the silver piece on the back side. It literally looks like there's little screws in there. I think that's pretty well done. So once again, on the accessories piece, bravo Hot Toys. Now, if you decide you want to swap out the cape, or you're going to change the mouthpieces, or you want to articulate the eyes, because it does come with the PERS, the rolling eye system, it's pretty easy to just pop the head off, and you can get a better look at the overall body. Now, again, at a distance, I'm convinced that this pitting's not going to look that bad, and I'm going to show you guys some more photos at the end of the video, so stay tuned. But here's one of the mouthpieces. Now I'm a little disappointed because I do have a bit of a QC issue there. You may have noticed there's a little paint chip out of the chin, which is frustrating, but honestly it's on the mouthpiece that I'll likely use the least. Definitely has a little bit of that chipmunky vibe, so yeah, it's gonna stay in the box. But this is likely the mouthpiece that I will use the most. Now, from the blogger photos, I honestly thought that the battle damage had kind of been downgraded. It looked shiny, it didn't look like actual skin damage, but in hand and under certain photography, I actually think they did a really good job on the paint application. So I take back that concern. That's one piece that I don't feel as worried about. Here you get a chance to see some of these mouthpieces actually in the cowl, and I still do see truly the likeness from Michael Keaton in all three of these. I still think the DX09 had fantastic likeness. But this version, the battle damage plate especially, is the one that I'm going to display mine with. When you tilt his eyes up like that, you can see Keaton coming through. And because he's got the rolling eye system, you can really make him look in any direction you want. You can make him cross-eyed if you truly want. This is one piece though that I don't like about how this cowl works, is that the bat logo doesn't actually sit very flat to the chest. And if you push it too far forward, it actually pops up on the backside. So you kind of have to keep his head pretty much straight up and down to give it that kind of more seamless look, which is only a little frustrating if you want to do any level of posing with this guy at all where he's looking in any direction. Now, as far as articulation goes, this is where this figure is going to lose a little bit of points for me. I didn't expect much, especially having seen the DX09 and how it performed. But as you guys can see, the figure body underneath, while it has some level of ratcheting inside, it feels like it clicks a little bit. It can barely hold up the weight of itself. It also does not have split cut boots. And so that's going to make posing even more challenging because you can't even really give him much of a stretched leg look just to kind of give him almost that fighting pose or anything without him kind of standing on the sides of his feet, which is really, really weird. And of course, this figure does not come with the Nike boots like he truly should have if the film was really being represented here well. Now, again, I also wanted to figure out how I could get his arm up high enough to be able to hold some of his grappling hooks. And this suit pulls that arm down immediately, at least on this side. The other side, potentially not as much. This side is pretty rough. But this happened. I was trying to move the arm around, and I spiked myself on the gauntlet and literally made myself bleed. Don't let Batman make you bleed your own blood. But as you can see, on this arm at least, I can get it raised up pretty well. There is quite a bit of tension on that underarm piece though, so just be careful with your own figure that you don't rip the arm out of it like I did with my Doctor Strange not long ago, which I was really disappointed by. But once I got the arm up high enough and him holding his grappling hook, he does really come to life. I'm not gonna lie, I feel really excited about having this Batman in my collection. I think it looks really good, and because I don't have the DX09 standing directly next to it to immediately compare it, this really does feel and look like Batman 89, Keaton. He's in my collection. Finally! I've had the DX08 Joker standing by himself for 2 years. I needed this Batman in the collection, and I'm really happy that I've got him now so far. The gargoyle base that he comes with is also a stunning, stunning diorama piece. It's easily one of the best painted pieces that I have in terms of diorama displays. I love the wood. It looks honestly like actual chewed up wood. The nameplate for Batman looks great, but really, truly, the size of it is also really impressive. There's enough room on here to have Batman stand no problem. You can turn the gargoyle at the top, so you can articulate the base around and truly kind of choose a side that works best for your display. And even when I put Nicholson's Joker in the display here with him, they both fit next to it beautifully depending on the display that you have. And these two together absolutely are going to shine in my display. I'm so happy. Having him here under the blue light is really just to show you guys what he looks like in different lighting other than the white box. But at the end of the day, I am really, really happy with this. Will I give this figure a pass though on some of the things that I felt truly worried about? No. I still think that the pitting and the dimpling in the suit is way too extreme, especially up close. These crazy cameras that people have nowadays really truly highlight it. But this photo shows what the figure actually looks like in my display at a distance, the way my eye will see the figure in the display. And to be honest, all that dimpling goes away. I want to know what you guys have to say about that. Is the dimpling too extreme for you guys still? I'd want to hear from you guys in the comments down below on that, especially now that you've had a chance to see it in the display as well as up close. But also the likeness. That was one concern that I'd had. Was it going to be good enough? Was I going to see Michael Keaton in there? And I do, I absolutely do. I don't have the DX09 directly next to it to compare him to. So for me, it really truly does look like Batman in my display. If you guys have been worried about it like I was, I almost canceled my order. If you want this guy, don't do it. Keep the order. Get him in your hands, get him in front of your eyes, get him in your display, see what that looks like for you, then make the call. Is it perfect? Definitely not. Am I going to make some customizations to it? Yeah, with the cape and some of those things, but overall, I'm incredibly happy with this. For me, this figure, the Batman 89 2.0 Deluxe, I give this figure at least an 8.5 out of 10. I gotta say, I'm truly, truly happy. And I want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. But if you guys liked the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Wow, what a great audience. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Because subscribing makes you feel good.
Where should I go? What should I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
It's gone. It's all gone.